Hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Raven rookies have not looked good. Guys, look, we have been through tumultuous waters throughout this entire year. Coaching has been bad. Play calling has been bad. Substitutions have been bad. Packages have been bad. Offensive line has been bad. Defense has been historically bad. So now it's almost like people are trying to nitpick littler problems and trying to overlook the main problems. And let me let you understand this right now. Malachi Starks, I told y'all already. See, this is why I do what I do. I said I expect Malachi will eventually be a good player. What did I tell you? So you see that first 5-6 weeks, maybe even 7 weeks, it's going to be hard for him. He's going to make a lot of mistakes. He's going to get cooked a couple times. I was like, this is what you signed up for when you decided to take him in the first round. You got to understand that he's still a rookie, right? He's going to have ups and downs. That's what rookies have. I never said Malachi Starks was going to be a bad player. Well, my point was that I would have rather this got trenches, because trenches were the thing where we needed the most help in. But I still have belief that Malachi Starks will eventually be a good player. He has not played well. But to be fair, he's been thrown into the fire. Meaning the starters that are supposed to help get him along, they've been out, injured, playing bad, or just refusing to be leaders. So that's what I'm saying. It's not like one of those things where you can look at it and say, oh, it's specifically one thing. No, because we don't know in actuality what we're supposed to really get from him, because everything around him has been failing. And failing at a historical rate. And look, like I said before, Mike Green, I was big on I like Mike Green. He has played probably worse than Malachi Starks. He has gotten no pressure. None. I thought, hey, he'd be able to, and I said this, I'll tell you when I'm right and wrong. I said I thought that he'd be able to vie for NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, because I felt like he was going to be able to stack up 7 to maybe 8 sacks based on I expected injuries. Y'all remember when I said that? I said I expect the Ravens to probably have an injury-riddled season, but I said when you have a Lamar, if Lamar can remain healthy with Derrick Henry, it can get them through that. I said, but if this O-line gets Lamar hurt, get ready for some problems. Worst case ended up happening. So now these two problems, they're growing. They're not even able to grow properly because their defense has been just terrible. And for everybody, and here's the silver lining for understanding. For everyone that's looking at it saying, well, he should be better, Owe leaves Baltimore, right? Left. He hasn't had a sack all year. Go to Charger, his first game, he had 4 pressures. 4 pressures, 1 sack in his first game for the Chargers, which is incredible. That's a great stat line. 4 pressures, that means he was in the backfield. A lot. There was a stat that the Ravens had. I don't know if let me see if I can bring it up. If I have it. It says something like the Ravens had like 0 pressures or something like that. It was crazy. It was like the Ravens had like 0 pressures in the game for most of the game. But that's what we've been dealing with. Like, that's what we've been dealing with on this team. Look at the Malachi Starks one. He's ranked like 61st out of all these safeties in the league right now. So it's not like he's just been playing not good. He's been terrible. Terrible. 61st out of 79 NFL safeties per PFF. Stark's not having the start that he was expected to have so far. Told you guys he was going to have that start. See, but people said I was hating because I never wanted him. Remember? I know a lot of people said I was hating because I didn't want him. Said, no, I didn't. It's not that I didn't want him. I thought we couldn't get him later in the draft. I felt like there was more glaring needs that we should have addressed. That would have made our team better suited to go through this tumultuous time that we're going through. I'm so sorry that I can't find it. I wanted to find that stat, and I had it too. I don't know where that stat went, but that stat had me looking around like, no pressure, none. Yeah, that's what was reading off on this. No pressures. Yo, man, it be crazy out here, man. It really be. Let me see if this is it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Crap, I was hoping I could find it and read it to you guys. But whatever, but yeah, to give you the exact statistics. But yeah, it said like Calvin Oben had no pressures like the entire game. Owe leaves. He leaves the team, gets 4 pressures in one game and a sack. So that's why a lot of people are vying and saying they want Zach Orr gone. That's why. Because I've said this so many times. You can't just blame it on Zach Orr because we've seen Judon leave, do way better. Za'Darius leave, do have all those stats. Like, guys leave this team and do way better defensively, specifically pass rushers. Judon became a defensive player of the year candidate. Same thing with Za'Darius. So if Owe becomes that, we're going to be looking around like, because I was never a fan of Owe. I'm real. I'm honest. But if he goes there and starts to rack up sacks and pressures, he stay in the backfield causing havoc, wreaking havoc, then you have to start asking yourself, what are the Ravens teaching? Because we've been clamoring for a pass rusher. And to let him go and then come find out that we actually had a pass rusher here all the time, we just didn't know how to use him? Bro. Oh. Let that be the case, though. I'm going to be pissed. That's why the evaluation of some of these players are so hard. That's why I'm saying you kind of got to look in totality with context when it comes to leaving Malachi Starks and Mike Green. You have to. I've seen Mike Green in fire zones and certain stuff like that. I'd be like, why is he so away from the line? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to understand that the scheme we run, it's not the best scheme for guys just going and rushing the passer. And then we'll complain that we're unable to get to the passer. It's nasty work, guys. Nasty work. But give them some grace. Malachi starts giving some grace. He should be a good player. And I believe in Mike Green also. So we got bigger fish to fry in Harbaugh, Zach, and this O-line. You feel me? Those are the big fish to fry. Real talk. And first on that list to me is the O-line. Then it's Harbaugh. Then it's Zach Orr. In that order. First, second, third. Because if the O-line gets fixed, that means it protects Lamar. We're going to be scoring like 30 points a game. Turn the year around. As you've seen, the Bills are having trouble guarding the run. Yeah, so in the playoffs, we should be able to run on them just fine in case we have to run into them. I'm just saying. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Malachi Starks and Mike Green are beyond saving? Or do you think that they've been a waste of time? A waste of everything, and it is what it is. The whole defense needs to be thrown out. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we get fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we did in what? Facts and truth. Please remember, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you haven't already done so already, check out The Wunderkind Morning Show live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. where we touch on all topics of sports, breakdowns, a little bit of nostalgia trivia, from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and pop culture also. Be there, be square, become a member, and everything else. Smash the like button on that. Also hit the hype button too. All right? Also, if you guys would like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and just stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nectar signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yo!
Finish him, Daddy.
Do not